Hey there everyone, it is September 1st, in time for my August collection update. More than I was expecting, yet again, but I actually didn't spend quite that much this month if you want to think about it. We have everything but Wall Scrolls. Wall Scrolls probably won't be happening very often anymore since that store closed down. That was in February. Has it really been that long? Dang. Anyway, so interesting month if you want to get like just current events, some negative, some positive. If you know what was just leaked this morning, kudos to you. I'm not going to say it out loud. Yeah, a lot of stuff happened this month. A lot of random stuff I got. We're going to start with the one Blu-ray I got, and then I'm going to do a little bit of talking about it. And then we'll go on to video games, where there's something special at the end of that, and then CDs, where there's something special at the end of that. So yes, this will probably be a fairly interesting video, because I have a lot to say about a few things, or a lot to say about this, actually. We'll start off with the Blu-ray, that being What Dreams May Come. Now, there is a reason that I got this movie this month. Robin Williams. Unfortunately, he passed away this month. He was one of my favorite actors growing up. I watched a whole lot of Aladdin. I remember Mrs. Doubtfire. What else? Jumanji, Patch Adams, Jack, Hook even. Yeah, he was just pretty influential actor for me as a kid. And growing up, I ended up seeing his more adult movies, like this one. And, well, this one isn't really that much of an adult movie, but I've rewatched a lot of his movies, found the adult humor. I saw it since, in the last couple years, I've seen Awakenings, this movie, Man of the Year, World's Greatest Dad, which is such a dark movie. It's just hard to believe that he's gone. What really made me happy is just the outpouring of positive stuff that people had to say, even fans. Whenever somebody dies, yes, there's always the negative people that try to ruin the whole thing for people. But just the outpouring of support, this is the biggest outpouring of positive stuff I've seen since Michael Jackson died. And I think it's going to be quite some time before we see something like this. But, and the great thing is, I'm a huge video game fan and anime fan, and it turns out he was too. So that. And then just like Blizzard is putting him in World of Warcraft. He might be in a new Zelda. There's no confirmation from that. They've said Nintendo came out and said we don't have any plans, blah blah blah, you know. But what people seem to do is forget about how he died, but remember him for as he was, and that's what he deserves. That's what this man deserves, is to remembered for what he was, because he was a great person. Maybe he didn't think about himself so much, but all he tried to do was make other people happy and make them laugh. You couldn't ask for a better person, honestly, in my opinion. Anyway, on to talking about this movie. Sorry about that. Anyway. On to this movie. Won an Academy Award for Best Visual Effects. That's because the movie just looks beautiful. There is a point where he goes... Okay, so this movie is about... Right at the beginning of the movie, him and his wife have 2 kids, and they both die in a car accident. And then, like 3 years later, he dies in a car accident. And this movie's about the afterlife and stuff, which, ironically, with what happened this month, is oddly fitting. I bought this the day he passed away. I knew I had to... And this was the one I was going to go for, because this is one of my favorite movies I've ever seen. But it's got Cuba Gooding Jr. and Annabella Sciorra, I don't know, also After basically, there's a lot of twists in this movie too, but it's about the afterlife and just after death type stuff. And I'm not gonna ruin anything about this movie, but with what happened with him, the subject matter of this movie is absolutely incredible. Like, it fits way too well. So, yeah, everybody needs to see this movie. From now on, I'm going to suggest this movie above probably any movie to everyone. Go watch this movie. It's on Netflix, if you have that. There's DVDs, there's Blu-rays of this. What year did this movie come out? 2000? No, that's the Blu-ray released. I feel like it was late 90s, mid 90s, like 98, something like that. I have no idea. Usually it says it on here. I'll look it up. I feel like it's 1998. 97. There's 97. It's right there. I finally found it. But anyway, everybody needs to see this. What Dreams May Come. Robin, we're going to miss you. Alright, let's hit the camera too. Alright. Let's stay positive the rest of the video. We go on to video games. First off, I got a few games on Steam because there were some sales. They had the entire Red Faction series on sale again, and I finally just broke down and got them because they were like $2 a piece. So I got the very first Red Faction. It's kind of a top-down, completely different than the later ones, but one of my friends has actually played it a lot as a kid, so I do want to get to that. Then there's Red Faction 2, which is kind of the same as the first one, so once I get through the first one, we'll get to the second one. And then on to the one that I remember back in the day, Red Faction Guerrilla. I remember hearing about it back before I became a really huge gamer. I remember hearing a lot about it, and from my knowledge it is known as the best Red Faction game. So yeah, definitely going to get to that one. And then they also had a Call of Duty sale again, and I have most of the Call of Duties on my list other than Black Ops, just on my list for single player, because single player wasn't actually bad in a lot of them. So I picked up Call of Duty Modern Warfare 2 for fairly cheap. I will never play the multiplayer in that game, and I'm going to get a lot of crap for that, but I can't do it. It's just, yeah, it's just blah. But that's it for Steam games. We go on to the physical copies. I got 3 PS3 games this month. As you know, I have the first Assassin's Creed. If you've seen my other videos, I have the first Assassin's Creed on Xbox 360. Well, I got 3 of them for PS3. I might be selling the Xbox 360 copy to get the first game on PS3 now, just to have them uniform. But what I got is I got Assassin's Creed 2, if I can zoom out here, there we go. Assassin's Creed Brotherhood and Revelations, if I can zoom out even more, there we go. I got all of them, and technically the Revelations copy comes with a free digital copy of the first game, but I still want the physical copy. I got these from an old coworker of mine for about $20 for all 3 of them. I kind of figured that might be kind of a rip-off, but when it comes down to it, I went to GameStop to try to get the first one for PS3, and it was $16 at GameStop. Hell no. What I should do is look on like Amazon or eBay. But I also helped a friend out, so I don't really care. And it's the Ezio trilogy, so yeah. I do plan on getting the first one for PS3 and probably Assassin's Creed 3. I will probably skip Black Flag because that game just looks stupid. Unity looks awesome, but yeah. And this is also where the series picked up. I heard that basically these two, or this one particularly, was really, really good. But we'll see. We'll definitely see. There's 2 assassins in this one. Shows what I know. We'll see. Assassin's Creed, man. Assassin's Creed. Alright, then we go on to the little special thing I was talking about. We'll zoom back in here. I have a bunch of pre-orders at GameStop. 7 to be exact. Probably, no, I'll say still 7. I was walking in to pay some off, and I saw these little things here. This is a Legend of Zelda mascot dangler in a package. I haven't opened it yet. I bought this at like the beginning of the month. There's 6 to collect. I just said screw it. I'll buy one of them. And there's of the 6, there's a 50% chance I'll get a Link, which is what I want. So, knowing my luck, I'll get Vati or this one. But we'll see. Yeah, I decided to save it to open in this video. Now I just gotta figure out how the damn thing opens. Well, we'll just do it this way then. Okay, this is not going as planned. Does it have like a tear point somewhere? No? Bottom maybe? Yes. Here? Anywhere? Okay, fine. I'm gonna cheat. Stare at the Zelda thing for a few seconds. Alright, I got scissors. I cheated, because I have to, because I'm lazy. Okay. Oh, I was hoping that this would work. There, I win. Okay. I got it open. And we got Zelda. Oh wow, these are really small. Look at that. That's okay, Zelda. If they have any more, I might pick up another one. Look at how small this thing is. Oh wow, that actually looks really nice. Let's let the camera focus on it. But yeah, we got a Wind Waker, Twilight Princess type Zelda here. That's pretty cool. Oh, and there's a little instruction. Is this like the collect all 6 type deal? What's this? Mascot, there's 6. Choking hazard. Yeah, whatever. Okay. Yeah, Zelda. Da da da. Da da da. Okay. Alright. Then we go on to compact discs, CDs. Okay. These are all Prog Power bands again. As I said in the last couple months, I've only been buying Prog Power CDs. So I officially have gotten 1 CD or more of every band that I cared about, and there's only 3 bands playing there that I didn't get CDs of. One of them doesn't have a CD yet. All I have is a 3-song EP, and I have no idea how they're going to play for 45 minutes. But the other 2, one was just too weird, and one of them's thrash metal, and I didn't like the singer. So, we'll start off with one of the opening bands. Well, yeah, the newest opening band that was announced after 2 bands canceled. This is Need, and the CD's called Orvam, A Song for Home. This is their most recent album, progressive metal. They're from Greece, and the only way to actually buy this CD was through their website, so I have a package here that is actually labeled from Greece, right here, handwritten with a bunch of forgot what they were called for a second. Stamps, and it has right here Athens, Greece. And I just showed my address, so I might have to like black that out if I can. But anyway, prog metal from Greece. It's a little different. It wasn't quite what I was expecting, but still a pretty damn good album. And actually, the title track Orvam is 19 minutes long. So yeah, and also they announced after I got the CD that they are doing this song, they are doing this CD in its entirety at Prog Power because every band wants to do a whole CD. We'll get to that later, there's more. And apparently they're also recording a DVD. So yeah, great CD, I'll definitely pick up more of them because I like them. Well, yeah. Then we go on to one of the Wednesday night openers. This is Van Gogh and their newest CD also, Mother Madness. This is more prog metal, kind of different prog metal. Reminds me a lot of Pain of Salvation. And the CD came with a nice little sticker, like a car sticker, a couple of them. Then the little insert. Oh boy. But this is a really good CD. I liked this one a lot. Afterfall's really good. Infestation. Vaudeville Nation was in it. Oh Sister. Yeah, there's some good songs on here. Definitely going to pick up more of these guys. They actually did an instrumental CD of all video game music. So if they have that at Prog Power, I'll make it a point to get that for sure. Yeah, great CD. Van Gogh, Wednesday night. Then we go on to one of the Thursday night openers. That being DGM and their newest CD, Momentum. Yeah, I'm buying all of their new ones for some reason. They're kind of progressive, but they have their moments where they're not so much. They also have a new singer for this CD, apparently. And also the lead singer, Symphony X, does a song with them, Reason, the first one, has Russell Allen. And then down here, the song Chaos has the guitarist for Pagan's Mind. This is a great album. There was not one song on here that I didn't like. There was nothing particularly really stood out to me, except for maybe the first song, but that's just because I really like Russell Allen. I'm going to pick up more of these guys. My dad actually suggested another CD of theirs, so I'll probably pick that one up next. But definitely good, although they'll have a different singer on the other CDs, but these guys actually opened for Pagan's Mind, which is pretty cool. So maybe, just maybe, they'll do this song and the guitarist will come out and do the solo or something. But we'll see. It's gonna be a really good show. Then we go on to another band from Prog Power. This is the second CD of theirs I've gotten. Organ Ogan, and this is their second CD, Easton Hope. It's right there, Easton Hope. This is I bought this CD because I really liked their newest album, To the End. This CD isn't quite as good as that, but still has its moments. The second half of this CD is fantastic. Basically, past Easton Hope is great. Requiem, Nothing Remains, We Are Pirates, The Black Heart, and Of Downfall and Decline. There's some pretty good songs on here. Not quite as good as To the End, but I'm pretty much calling these guys the Dark Horse show that I'm expecting to be fantastic, like one of the better shows of the entire festival. We'll see though. Organ Ogan, power metal, Viking metal, as I said when I talked about them. Good CD though. Then we go on to another Wednesday night opener, and another band that I have 2 CDs of now. This is Theocracy. This is their self-titled first album, Theocracy. It's actually not the original release of it. They re-recorded it last year. Really good CD. Still don't think it's as good as the World Bleeds, their newest CD. And I'm actually now only missing one of their albums, Mirror of Souls, which has a 20-minute song on it. Definitely going to try to pick that up at Prog Power. But on this CD, Serpent's Kiss, Mountain, The Healing Hand, New Jerusalem, The Victory Dance, and Twist of Fate. All the long songs, because there's, 3 songs that are over 11 minutes long on here. Great CD, though. Not quite as good as the World Bleeds. Still really good, though. Cannot wait to see these guys. These guys are going to be good, too. Fantastic. Then we go on to the headliner, Friday night. One of the bands I couldn't quite get into. If you remember last month, I picked up Elements Part 1 by Stradivarius here, and this is the special copy that I talked about, so I won't talk about it again. Well, as I said, I was waiting for the second part, and I did get it, that being Elements Part 2 right here. First of all, I think I like Elements Part 1 as a whole better. I actually got sick while listening to these CDs, and I had to stop halfway in between these. Halfway in between this one. Halfway through. But I can actually talk about Part 1. Soul of a Vagabond is pretty good. Find Your Own Voice. The Elements song is fantastic. It's like 12 minutes long, though. Very good, though. Very good. And then on Part 2, Alpha and Omega, I'm Still Alive, Awaken the Giant, Luminous. But, and their symbol is a fleur-de-lis, apparently, so my friend Ryan probably would love that. But, you know, these albums were alright. I just cannot get into their singer. The music sounds fantastic, but their singer, when he sings low, he sounds really good, but when he goes high, it feels like he can't really hit the notes, which is sad because these guys are one of the most influential power metal bands out there. So, yeah, but, and they also announced after I got these that they were doing the entire Visions album in its entirety. And I'm like, God damn it. I don't want to buy another Stradivarius if I don't have to. So I guess I just have to listen to that on the side or something, but... Gonna be an interesting prog power. I'll be able to put up with these guys for their set, but... Definitely gonna be interesting. Alright, that's it for all the CDs I got. As I said, I got something sort of special that's music related. I have to zoom out like all the way to probably show this. I was at my work, at my gas station, and somebody pulled in with something in their back window, and it was a comedy thing, and I was like, "Hey, is that yours?" And like, "Yep." "You have good taste in comedy, sir." And he's like, "You want it?" And he gives it to me, and like getting this for free is incredible. I mean, it is a vinyl, but it's George Carlin Takeoffs and Put-Ons. This is his very first album, the original pressing of it too, the original recording. This thing, 1967. This thing is older than me, and if you don't believe that it's actually George Carlin, let's take the frickin' thing out. Yep. Now, if you look really carefully, you can actually see it. There we go. Takeoffs and Put-Ons, George Carlin. Side 2. Well, why would they have a first side? There's the first side. But yes. The very first George Carlin on vinyl. I don't even have a record player. But I had to, like, I'm not going to say no to a free vinyl, you know? Especially George Carlin. Mind you, I don't know if I'm even going to care for this album if I ever listen to it. But still, it's his first album on vinyl. I don't even know where I'm going to put this. And look at all the funny faces he makes, plus the upside down one here and another backwards up. I don't know. But we'll see. George Carlin, man. We miss you, George. Too bad he's dead. Alright. That is it for the collection update for August 2014. I'm going to Prog Power again. I don't need to do a big announcement for that again, but it's Prog Power 15. It's going to be a hell of a show because there's so many bands just playing individual CDs of theirs. I mean, you got Seventh Wonder doing Mercy Falls, Pain of Salvation doing Remedy Lane, Stradivarius doing Visions, Need doing Orvom, Pagan's Mind doing Celestial Entrance. And then, not only that, but I get to see Pain of Salvation on Wednesday night as well as Saturday night, and Seventh Wonder Saturday morning as well as Friday night. And there's also multiple DVDs being recorded. Need is recording one, Pagan's Mind, Seventh Wonder. Allegedly, there's a couple other ones, but I don't really believe that. This is just going to be an incredible show. Once in a lifetime, honestly. And the promoter has come out, the owner, the founder, the promoter has come out and said, I am never going to top this year, ever, so don't even expect it. But yeah, I'm going to see that again, and I'm going to be buying a lot of CDs there, because I want the Theocracy one, and I'm going to be looking, I have money, so... There will definitely be a collection update, plus one of my pre-orders comes out, at least, maybe two. No, it's one next month, and like 2 or 3 in October. But next month there will be a collection update, even if it's small. Hopefully I can pick up Assassin's Creed or something too. But until next month, later.